Hello, everybody. How are you? Happy Wellness Wednesday. Okay, guys, I'm going to admit I have done absolutely zero to myself today. This is what you see is what you get in today's Wellness Wednesday. So we're going to be talking about some pretty awesome stuff. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Crystal Spink, and please comment down below where you're from so I know where you're from. Okay, so Wellness Wednesday, I love to bring you guys some really cool tips. Last week I did some exercises, but this week I really want to hone in on tips on how to stay on track during the holiday season. Like, guys, the turkey's coming, the Christmas cookies are coming, the pumpkin pie is coming, all of that's coming. So you really want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success, not only mentally, but emotionally, but physically. Okay, so I'm going to give you 6 tips on how to holiday proof your diet during the holidays to help you stay on track. So you're going to get all these great tips, plus you're going to get a huge bonus at the very end. So make sure you stay to the very end because I have a huge bonus for you. Okay, so the first thing is that I want you to realize is that the temptation is going to be there. Unless you're staying at home physically and you're not going anywhere, the temptation is going to be there. Trust me, I already have it. It's called Halloween candy. So here's the deal. There's things that you can do to help prevent it and set yourself up for success. So the first thing that I want you to remember is stay to your eating times. I saw this show the other day where this person was handing their friend it was on a show or something. They were handing them a power bar and they're like, eat 4 of these a day. So then your stomach expands. So then when it comes time for Thanksgiving, your stomach is expanded. No, we don't want to do that. So I don't want you to skip any meals. Okay. So you can feast on that one big meal because that's going to affect your blood sugar. Also, in that same token, do not skip your meal times. Stay with your specific meal times. Now I know that's hard because, it's all different times. So maybe eat a snack. So if your meal doesn't start till 5, you normally eat at 3:30 or 4, have just a tiny little snack, like some vegetables or something, to tie you over, and then don't gorge, but just get a little bit of everything on your plate. The second thing that I found has really helped me is I prepare one dish that I know I can eat and that I will feel is healthy, whether that be a vegetable tray. Last year I was doing keto. I made like a keto pumpkin pie. I'm not this year, so I have some other things for Weight Watchers that I'm going to be doing. So make sure that you create a meal that you yourself, or a dish that you yourself know that you can go get and not feel guilty. My go-to is always a vegetable tray, but you got to be careful for the dressing. Like, the dressing is the worst part. The third thing is it's okay to slip up. Guys, oh my gosh, like, it happens. You do not know how many times like I have slipped up on Thanksgiving. But here's the thing. I don't want you guys to slip up and then say, oh, well, I've totally messed it up, so I'm just going to continue. Pick it up the next meal. That's the biggest thing. That's the true hero, is being like, okay, I screwed up at lunchtime. I'm going to make dinner better, instead of being like how I've been in the past, where I'm like, I'm just going to keep going. So just, give yourself grace. The other thing is make sure you're keeping up with your physical activity. Now, when I travel, it's so hard to work out. So I travel with my bands, and then I have my phone. I can do a cardio workout, but it's in a small confined space, is the room that we stay into. So I had to be very creative. Maybe you don't have that. Maybe you want to just go for walks. Take your dog for a walk. Maybe it's going to be nice out. Take your kids to the park. I always like to split up during that time, just so it doesn't feel like I'm doing so much exercising. Like, I'll take 4 10-minute breaks and I'll go for a walk for 10 minutes, or I'll go do something for 10 minutes. That's physical activity. And so I don't feel like, some people just get very overwhelmed with the thought of doing 30 minutes of some sort of physical activity or cardio. Like, I dread cardio. It's just a fact of life, but I dread it. So I like to split it up sometimes, maybe do 30 minutes here and then 30 minutes there. And then you're like, oh my gosh, that wasn't so hard. So keeping up with that physical activity, what's going to help with keeping up with that physical activity? It's going to keep your energy up. It's going to help your food digest faster. It's going to keep your metabolism going. It's going to really help with feeling fuller, that kind of thing. So you're not going to have as much binge things. That's why I'm telling you guys to stay away from skipping meals and also like not staying on your normal food routine, because it can really cause overeating and binging. Because when that blood sugar, goes, then we start to go in like fight or flight mode, and we really don't want to do it. Karen says, yes, she prepared a dish last year, took it to her family thing, and she felt so great. Okay, awesome. So if you have any dishes that you do personally, make sure that you comment the recipes below, because I'm looking for some stuff. Okay, so the next thing is make sure that you're taking time for you, like a me time. So for example, like for me, I like to just take a shower in a quiet room with no kids. Like I can't even go to the bathroom. I can't even go to the bathroom by myself. So for me to be able to have that few 15 to 20 minutes of time by myself is huge. It's huge for me. So what I recommend is finding something that you personally love that you feel will reward you for me time. Maybe that's read a book, maybe that's listen to some meditation, maybe that's taking a bath, maybe it's going for a bike ride, maybe it's working out. Whatever that is for you, make sure you stick to that, whether that be you do it 2 times a week, 3 times a week, or every day. Just remember, if you're traveling, it's really important to stay on your schedule, because when you get back, it just makes it so much more difficult. And I know that's easier said than done, but these are just tips. They're suggestions, right? So hopefully you're getting something from this. And then my last and final thing is make sure you are drinking your water. Drink your water, limit your alcohol intake. I'm sure you guys hear this all the time. Moderation with food and alcohol is really important. Really hydrate yourself. You could be in a new environment, like we travel, so it's in a different environment. So, our body kind of has to adjust to that. Also, the water is going to help flush all of that food. It's going to make us feel fuller. And guys, it's really going to help with that pesky holiday stress pimples or stress acne. It's going to help your complexion. It's going to keep the dryness and the flakiness down. Like guys, water does so much for us, but staying hydrated is super key when it comes to holidays, traveling, and all of that. Now, I'm doing a water challenge, a 30-day water challenge it's totally free. And so it's just an accountability thing. Nothing of any sort of obligation. It's just a free water challenge that I'm offering. It's tips and tricks and all that fun stuff. So if you want to get on my free water challenge, I've got so many people already in it and they are loving it, but I'm going to do it from now until the beginning of the year, just so we can stay on track, be accountable, a water chart, all that stuff, so we can just kind of keep up that activity. So if you want to be in my water challenge, make sure that you text water to the number that you see above, because it is already banging group. So water is so important. So I hope that these tips were really helpful for you. Again, text water to the number above so you can get in on my free water challenge. Okay, guys, have a great Wednesday. I will see you